The Velocity client for Android allows for easier debugging with the enhanced logging option introduced in version 2.1.38. Turn on logging by scanning a QR code, and when you're done logging, send the logs directly to the Velocity console. No need to modify existing host profiles, no using a cable to hook up an Android device to a computer and get the files. Just scan the barcode to start, and when you're done logging, the device sends the logs over Wi-Fi to the console. Let's take a look. First, in the Velocity console, create an enhanced logging project. This sets up how the device and console communicate and which log files you plan to retrieve. The console tries to detect the host name and provides a default port, but you can change these options to make sure it's reachable or to choose a port that isn't already being used by something else. I'm going to use the IP address. Then, choose the type of logs you want to retrieve. If you just want to do a screen capture, that's an option. For the sake of simplicity, during this video, I'll refer to all the files sent by the device's logs, but naturally, a screen capture has a WLTSC extension. Once you have the options configured, click Show Barcode. The console displays a QR code and starts listening for files from Velocity clients. It's listening for files anytime this QR code is showing, in fact, so you want to make sure that it is showing anytime you're expecting files from a client, and that it is not showing if you're not expecting files. The QR code contains a token that allows the Velocity client to authenticate with the Velocity console, so you should treat it like a password and keep it secure. As an extra layer of security, the token is renewed each time the console is closed. Closing the barcode or closing the project, that doesn't change the token. However, if you close the console and reopen it, the QR code has a new token and the old QR code won't work anymore. Now that we've got the QR code generated, let's scan it with an Android device. In the client, tap Menu, Enhanced Logging. Provide the password if necessary, and then scan the QR code generated by the console and tap Start Enhanced Logging. The settings in the project are applied, so here the log level is set to debug and the screen capture begins. If I open multiple sessions, each session would write to a separate screen capture file. You can see that while Enhanced Logging is running, there's a red notification dot in the menu. While logging is turned on, how the user performed the action that you want logging for. When you're ready to turn off logging and review the log files, tap Menu, Enhanced Logging, Stop Enhanced Logging. The client turns off debug logging, zips the log files up, sends them to the console, and the red notification dot disappears. If the client can't contact the server, it will show a message and save the files locally, but as long as that QR code is showing on the console, and the device and the console can contact each other on the network, the zip file is transferred and shows up in the received files list and in the downloads folder. Now you can open the logs to do some troubleshooting or import the screen captures into a host profile project. You can see that this method doesn't require you to change any profiles on the device, and you don't need to connect the device to your computer using a USB cable either. Troubleshooting and screen captures have never been so easy.